AI responses you can actually trust, that's structured output. It transforms unreliable text into precise machine-readable data. I will show you exactly how to implement it for OpenAI agents by building a stock analysis agent as an example. And at the end, you will get the complete code as usual. So first, what is important for us to understand what is actually structured output when working with LLMs. So, structured output in the context of large language models refers to the practice of constraining the model's response to follow a specific predefined format or schema, rather than generating free-form unstructured text. So, why is this important? What we're going to do is we put the context in a specific, let's say kind of a box. We restrict the amount of responsibilities the model can return. And by that, we reduce the risk that it's actually failing and hallucinating. Because large language models, they work like they predict the next token or the next word. And if they have less probabilities of wrong answers, they're gonna improve. And this is exactly what we do with structured output. This approach ensures that the output is organized, consistent, and machine readable, which is very important that it's consistent and machine readable because we want to use those AI agent workflows for automating processes. And for that, we repeat the same process again and again and again, and it has to be reliable. Making it easier to parse and integrate into downstream applications such as APIs, databases, or automated workflows. That's exactly what I said. You want to integrate those agent workflows into your existing workflows and keep them consistent. Why we should use structured output with LLMs? We kind of mentioned it already. Here it's again well summarized. First, we want to reduce hallucination. Structured output constraints dramatically limit the model's ability to generate false information. And machine readability enables programmatic processing and seamless incorporation into existing systems. It's basically what we just discussed, only summarized in a nice way. And then let's give you, what I want to do now is to give you an example how this can actually look like. Here we have an example of not well-structured output. We have like a string, like sure, here comes a JSON string, which the model, as it's so friendly, tends to do. And then often it happens that at the end it's like asking you a question or telling you, are you happy or something like that. So it's polluting our output. So basically we want to have this output, only this output, and not these two other options. So this is how it's not supposed to be, and this is how we get it when we use structured output. It's only exactly what we want. So how are we going to do that now in OpenAI, in the OpenAI, with OpenAI? Sorry, so this is actually not correct. We want to chop. So how we actually do that with the OpenAI agents. So we have the repo here, and on the repo, then we want to go to the docs, the documentation. And here basically what it is like we have those agents and no, sorry, we have the agent output. So basically what we're gonna need to do is we define the output type. And with this output type, we can define a Pydantic model, and then we get exactly what we want at the end. So let's take a look how that is going to work in real life example. So the example I choose for you for showing it how it works is a stock analyst. So what we're going to do is first we have the input ticker, which is like, for example, Apple, which would be AAPL. And then we call the Yahoo Finance API to receive the stock data. Then we combine the stock data together with the Warren Buffett investment principles and pass all of these data to the agent, which is analyzing it, and then the agent returns us well-structured, outputted investment information. So let's keep a look into the code, how it's actually working. So what we have, which is the important parts about structured output, is we have here the two models which we use, and then we actually use this one here in the agent to kind of define the output we want to use. This is basically everything what you have to do, and then it's already drastically improving your output. So let's give it a run and see how it's going. So what is happening? First, we're gonna call the tool, and then after we fetched the stock data for the Apple stock, our agent is going to analyze it and return us the structured data. And here it is, we have the data. So we have first the reasoning. Let's see if it's correct. So one thing what is important to mention, what is very nice with Pydantic, you can actually nest the models. So we're using two models here, which is the investment analysis and the relevant KPI. So first thing we want to do is we have here a list of relevant KPI, which we will then use in the investment analysis. And then, as you can see, we have the reasoning, then we have the overall rating, then we have the relevant KPIs, and at the end we have the improvement requirements. So it is very well structured and works perfectly. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to give me a like and a subscribe, and I see you in the next one. Ciao.